Ladies and gentlemen, dear football fans, this is the forecast for Euro finals. Manchester City, Inter Milan and Roma Sevilla. Ready? Let's go. First of all, I would like to make the forecast of the UCL final match. Manchester City against Inter Milan. Pep Guardiola's team is the third season in a row reaches at least semi-final stage, and every Manchester City fan is waiting for this coveted trophy in the club's museum, just like the board of directors. There are a couple of reasons why would Man City beat Inter, and the first reason is the bench. Man City's squad is interchangeable. This is the fine-tuned mechanism that Guardiola may rearrange during the match without losing the quality. In short, Man City has more fuel than Inter. The second point is quality. Of course, Inter do have top-class players, just like Lautaro and Lukaku in the offense, Mkhitaryan and Çalhanoğlu in the midfields. They pursued perfect transfer policy, but Man City's players are still above the class of the most of their Inter counterparts. The third reason is stability. How you may remember, the last time when they did a similar performance was 13 years ago when Inter won Champions League, and Man City on the other hand is playing and setting a level for 3 years in a row in Champions League, and in the domestic matches even more. The fourth point is experience. Man City is playing consistently at the Euro Arena and loses very rarely. On the other hand, Inter in the previous season didn't pass the one-per-mate stage. The last but not least is the head coach. Inzaghi, of course, is very proficient manager, but he has almost no experience in training top clubs. He's training Inter just for the second year, for the second season, while Pep is training top clubs for 14 years, and he definitely has more experience in the Euro finals and important matches. This can play the crucial role. And by the way, Pep managed to learn not to fuss up with the tactics. However, I would like to underline that Inter is in the crazy shape right now. Their game is very capable and they can rearrange it during the match. In addition, Man City had its last match on 28th May, when Inter will have the last match in the domestic league on 4th June. This fact will allow Inter to keep their game tone. But to conclude, I bet 70-30 that Man City will be the new Champions League winner. The second forecast for today is the UEL finals, Roma against Sevilla. This is the battle between two pragmatists. Unfortunately, both of these clubs didn't shine with stability during the season, and I would like to take a walk through each of them. Talking about Sevilla, the first half of the season was the real nightmare for the club. They changed two head coaches. Sampaoli changed Lopetegui and José Luis Mendilibar changed Sampaoli. Sevilla's game is typical for Spain. Crosses, passes, etc. This game is ticket for Sevilla to Euro Arena because they have no chances in the domestic arena to break through into Euro tournaments. Roma, on the other hand, is the result of gradual progress. This is the classic Mourinho team. Last year they won the Conference League, and right now they pretend to win Europe League and go to the next level, Champions League. I believe that in this battle of titans, the Italian club will win, and there are a couple of reasons why. The first point is stability. The Sevilla season is more of roller coaster when Roma, as I mentioned before, gradually improving their game. The second point is class. Despite the fact that the most of Roma's crucial players are injured, the Sevilla's players' class is definitely lower than their counterparts one. The third point is the head coach. Obviously, this is the fight between two pragmatists. And I would like to ask you, can we compare the special one and the unknown coach Jose Luis Mendilibar, whose best achievement was winning the Segunda? The last point is psychology. The will of European League winners against the psychology of the special one. Who will win? Mourinho may find approach to everyone, to every his player, and may do this Jose Luis Mendilibar. I doubt it. However, I would like to mention the fact that Sevilla is not going to give the trophy to Roma just like a gift. No, they are going to fight, and I bet 55 to 45 that Roma will win because they have too much injured players. Ladies and gentlemen, dear football fans, welcome to the Bold Production, and this is the best and the worst event of the previous football week. Are you ready? Let's go! The best event of the week. Luton Town made it to the English Premier League for the first time since 1992. After beating Coventry City in the penalty shootout, they clawed their path to the English main tournament. From the 5th division for 9 years. That's the little miracle, the crazy growth. And this is despite the fact that the cost of their squad is less than 36 million euros. Amazing! I would like to emphasize one of the players of the Luton Town. It is Peleradak Mpanso. He went all the way with the club from the 5th division to the main tournament, to the English Premier League. This is the first such case in the football's history. The worst event of the week, Borussia Dortmund missed out their championship. On 20th May, Red Bull Leipzig won Bayern Munich, and Bayern just gifted the opportunity to Borussia to get the championship. And the only thing they had to do is to win Mainz in the last tour of the tournament. But on 27th May, by the 24th minute, Borussia was losing 0-2. And Sebastian Aller, the offender of the Dortmund's team, didn't realize the penalty. Amazing. In the bad meaning, of course. The hope came when Cullen tied the game against Bayern in the second time. And the only thing that Borussia had to do at that moment is to draw, to make draw with Mainz. And they did this. Their score in this game became, at the end of the match, 2-2. But in the parallel match, Jamal Musiala, the Bayern's player, thought that he is Aguero, and on the 89th minute he scored the goal, the championship goal, the winning goal, and gifted to the Bayern their championship, their champions trophy. Could you ever believe that the Leicester's miracle in 2016 is the result of the successful orgy? Neither could I. Ты просто так понял. Я не сдержался. Could you ever believe that Leicester's miracle is the result of the successful orgy? Neither could I. But in June 2015, after avoiding the relegation, 3 clubs players participated in the orgy in the Thailand with the head coach's son. As a result, the head coach was fired. And what happened next is already history. Let me tell it to you. Ready? Let's go. After appointing the new head coach, Claudio Ranieri, of course, nobody believed in him. He was known as the coach of failure. He never got any trophies with previous clubs, neither in top clubs nor in other clubs. Then the club signed 4 crucial players: Shinji Okazaki, Robert Huth, Christian Fuchs, and of course N'Golo Kante. In total, they spent less than 20 million euros. That is the first and the last part of the miracle. The first surprise was the first match of Leicester's in English Premier League of that season. They won Sunderland of Dick Advocate 4-2. That was a little surprise, but in November they took the first place for the first time, and Jamie Vardy, the offender of Leicester, broke the Ruud van Nistelrooy's record. He scored in 11 matches in a row, and at the end of the year, Leicester was in 5 points ahead from their main competitor, Arsenal. In February 2016, Leicester beat Liverpool and Manchester City. And at this point, everybody starts to suspect. The end of the season was the most difficult part for the club. They snatched a draw in minority in the absence of Jamie Vardy with West Ham and won Swansea. And the most important match was on the Old Trafford against Manchester United. And they snatched a draw. Everything depended on the parallel match, Chelsea against Tottenham. Chelsea was losing 0-2, but they made a comeback. They pulled out the win in this match and made the score 3-2. They made a present for Leicester. They gifted them the championship. It's a miracle. Unfortunately, Leicester is out of the Premier League for today, but I believe that they will come back and maybe they will pull off another one miracle sometimes. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Subscribe and give me the work, please.